Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies there. Had the wrong music on. It's a great band by the name of 1914. They do World War I themed metal, which is pretty awesome actually. It does make for good listening when you're doing the turn actually. Alright, just give me a minute here. I'm just going to go ahead and set the turn up. Alright, let me go ahead and put that in there. Yeah, I said nothing with Steam. Didn't do anything different and now I'm suddenly signed out. Pain in the ass. And then of course you try a password you think is the right password. It's not the right password anymore, is it? Because you've already had to change it a few times, so hey, that's modern living, right? Alright, we'll get into this in just a moment. I'll go ahead and check chat. I do hope we're all doing well. You can see some familiar names, so I hope you guys are having a good day. Must be pretty early for you guys then. Alright, 1 second. Right, let me just get the chat up. And I'll be good to go. I think we got the 10 more or less where we needed to be. I don't think there was all that much left to do when we left off, really. Kind of just waiting for the onslaught on the Western Front, really. It's inevitably going to come, to be honest. Right, let me just double check. Alright, we look to be good here. Excellent, excellent, okay. Let me go ahead and reveal the screen. Lovely. There we are, okay. So I've got the turns over here. They came in pretty early this morning. So we'll see how we're doing. We did have a setback with the Austrians against the Serbians, which is a bit of a shame, because it would have been great had it gone perfect, but then again, we've had that many victories. Can't expect everything to go perfectly every time. It wouldn't be really all that fair. I'm thinking about this here, because I was about to build a depot over here, but in fairness, I might as well just move across the river. It doesn't make that much of a difference in this position here. And I get to save on the supply, so what I'm going to go ahead and do then is have them move across the river here. Take that position, and hold it as well. This one is not a problem. I do have a force on the way over here, so what I'm going to do is tell this division... I was thinking about this as well, actually. These... I think they were reserve divisions, or they may actually be legitimate divisions. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually have them made useful for the time being. I do have the militia on the coast, so if I need to, I can defend the coast. At least, well, it depends really. But what I'm going to go ahead and do then is just have these infantrymen just put to use for a quick campaign into Serbia. And then I think we'll be in a good position. Yes, we do have a number of militia units over here. I can always move additional militia units as I need to. We do have some militia moving in to retake Sarajevo. So that would be nice to have there. Let me see, I think one of them's on offensive. Oh, there we are, that's good, yeah. That's good. Yeah, so they're just digging in there on the coast. Obviously, if a determined landing was to come, there's not all that much they can do about it. But it's more so that they're there just to try and make it a little bit more difficult. Alright, so you go that way. And now they're going to keep going that way, okay. I'll just have to do it manually. I just want to make sure that they go the way I want them to go. There we are. They're not ready yet. 16 days, my ass. How can that take that long? Oh, because I've lost a rail line over here, I see. Right, that's interesting. Alright. These men can remain here then, considering it's more difficult to have them moved. It also means it's more difficult to have it reinforced as well, so that's not a bad thing. We'll have them here then. Yeah, that's right, Ben. The sword of Damocles hangs over the Western Front, yep. It's gonna come at some point. We have reinforced to a pretty large degree. It's not the same as having a full army, and these aren't exactly the best equipped forces. I mean, it is good to obviously have the divisions because they do have at least a light artillery, so they have some artillery there. Okay, he can go over here, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's a influx of manpower. I mean, we had maybe... I think it must have been at least 300,000 men. Obviously, we've had additional men arrive here this turn as well, and there will be additional men coming as well. We did have Rupesh Banvayan return over here, so we're building a depot over this way. So it's a good thing in the fact that we have these positions. In some ways as well, we've reduced vulnerability to a degree. It was a different calculus when things were different, but obviously with the amount of French, it is a different calculus now. And we do have the wooded hills over here. I'm contemplating having the army of Refresh move over here. The only thing is, I do like to keep armies close together. It depends. I'd like to make sure that the heavy artillery could become involved in a battle. But it depends. I could have Refresh moved over here. And... it depends. Right now, and to be fair, right now, this position's actually not under threat, so I could move a core over here and likely be okay. So I think I will probably go with that. Though it does depend. It's a difficult situation, because he could attack... I mean, over here he could attack. He's got two armies over here he could attack into the position with, and it would be difficult. I think fundamentally we are a little outgunned on the Western Front. But it's a situation that we're hoping to resolve little by little. But the Western Front situation has been bought at the cost of the Russians. And we need to finish them, so that's what we're going to be doing here. To a degree, I just have to accept that it is going to be what it is, and we deal with it. Right, how long would they take? They'd be there 22 days. Obviously, we'll get to this position and then move forward. Then, as soon as I can open up this rail line over here, I'll have that Austrian army move down this way, and then we'll continue down this way. We are making progress over here in southern Serbia. We do have the Bulgarians moving across en masse. I'm going to take control of this rail line as I can. We do have Greek rebels over here that are supporting the Entente. So we'll have to deal with that. I do think what we'll do then is, let's see. Oh, sorry there, Hugh. I forgot about that question, didn't I? What about my question initially? Okay, let me take a look. You mentioned that a few good turns, and it's possible that Greece will also join to the Central Powers. Does it mean that Italy can turn to the Central Powers? Oh, sorry, what I meant by that is if you get a couple good results for your diplomats, then you change their alignment. I don't think victories impact on alignment, if that's the question there. Italy here, in theory, could still be turned to the Central Powers. It would take a lot of luck, and it's really not in our favour right now. Like, we'd have a 37% chance of success. Here we have a 65% chance of success each turn. And here we have a 67% chance of success. So you go by the percentages there, whilst the Entente have 63%, 35% and 33% here. At the moment, what we're trying to do on the diplomatic front is keep the United States out of the war as long as we can. Not because they're... I mean, they would obviously add a lot of power there. They would obviously add a large economy to the Entente. The Italians, I don't know. We'll have to see what we can do about the Italians. And in fairness, it may come to pass that we actually prepare ourselves to launch a pretty quick campaign through Italy. If I could mass enough Jaegers, like if I could form like a full army or two of Jaegers, then with good support, like super heavy artillery support and all that sort of jazz, I think we could probably defeat the Italians. The French would come soon. They'd maybe take a turn to get over here, but they'd be in position relatively soon. But if we could retake the Austrian borders, then we'd be in an okay position, I think. Yeah, additional army, good. Yeah, exactly. Having Greece will be fantastic, honestly. If we can get Greece, and I think we are in a good position to get Greece. Chunk of a fleet, yeah. It means we'll have to defend Greece, but we can do that. It's not the end of the world. It just means that we would gain a lot. We'd gain, obviously, their army. We gain their resources, manpower. It just means that we have more to play with at the end of the day. It means that the Balkans would be completely under our control, all bar in Albania. I don't know what goes on with Albania. I guess Albania is just neutral at this point here. Yeah, they don't really have much to play with. I don't even know if you can... Are Albania even in here diplomatically? I don't think Albania's here diplomatically. They're just there on the map. Yeah. The French are up to 50, sorry, to 40 and 50 here. We are falling a little bit behind in infantry, but I will boost that when we get the opportunity to do so. I could obviously boost it in the following turn, but I'm going to wait until we get like an event to boost it as well. But yeah, the plan over here then is essentially we're going to take control of the southern rail line here. If I can take control of Nish and then take this, that'd be great. I think I do. Alright, I'm going to remain here then as long as I can. If I can break the rail line, it is worth my cavalry. He's very likely to have that formation moved across, but we'll see about that. I wish I had another corps here. Frankly, this is just militia. What I'll do here then is move up these guys. I do have his cavalry, which is set to recover. And I think we'll move forward over here. So 15 days will be in this position. I do want to be in a position where I can go ahead and take that rail line if I can. We are raising militia divisions in Bulgaria. They're going to take 2 turns, but we'll have another 120,000 men there. Lacking artillery, but that's okay. We are raising Romanian infantry divisions. I think we raised all of them that we could. So 60 days, so 4 turns, we'll have another couple Romanian divisions there, which is good. I'll raise Bulgarian Jaegers when I can. And then I'm going to probably go ahead and raise Ottoman Jaegers and Ottoman infantry too. We'll need more artillery in the future, but I think we're looking pretty good so far. We will be launching the assault at Erevan here today. I would really like to know how much that could actually win us. We do have our forces here in the mountains. The Russians arrived over here, but it looks like it could be just militia. Once we finish up at Erevan, and I do feel that these guys are heading to Azerbaijan. I think that'd make a lot of sense. I need this unit to recover cohesion, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do is have it moved out. I'll rebuild the rail line once I have 100% control over there. Once I can get to the point of where, yeah, like here, I have 100% military control. How you doing, the Raikar? Good to have you, my man. Yeah. Like, in this position here, we have 100% military control. So what that means is that the Entente can't use the rail line there. Yeah. So once I've got military control, I'll rebuild the rail line. And then we'll begin marching over here to Tbilisi. Now, Tbilisi is hills, so Jaegers would be very useful there. Obviously, I don't have as many Jaegers as I would like. I could even have the Austrian Jaegers moved out that way, but we'll see how things go. Google wasn't asking me if you use an ad block. Come on, man. I need those ads. Do I just leave the militia here to besiege? I think so. I think at the end of the day it's not going to make that much of a difference. So we'll march over here to Volgograd and then put some more pressure over here. Let's see. I could put the militia over here and then secure those. I do think they're a bit of a cannon fodder, and I'd rather keep them on a rail line so I can just make use of them. They may just be infantry, but at the end of the day it's still 12,000 infantrymen. I can make use of them. So we're going to have Conrad launch an assault over here. We're going to attack over here as well. This corps is moving up over here to support this position. This force is moving down here to attack the Entente. And potentially I carry that on. What I could do here then is, let's see. How many days would it take you to get there? 5 days, okay. How about I tell you... Well, let's see. If you were to go this way, that'd be 13 days. 5 days, 5... Right, 12 days. Can I tell them to link up over here? 6 days. Right, okay. So we'll tell them to go for something like that. So 6 days. So these guys are going to be here... 12 days, okay. So they'll be here in 5 days, I think. I can't quite see it, but I think it'll work out that way. Or I could have them just move separately and then everything goes ahead, okay. They'll move relatively close to each other anyhow, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, 5 days will be here at roughly the same time then. So we'll have the corps over here and the army arrive. Well, yeah, it's not like a full army, but it's classed as an army. With the other corps, it would obviously help. But yeah, then we can have the Romanians over here. The Romanians are not quite in a position to cross, though how long would it take? 16 days. Okay. Right, 16 days. They can remain here, but in a supporting position. The cavalry is trying to get across. If I can get over here, that'd be great. I'm going to try and get down there as well. So let's see. The Eastern Front will move in an army up over here to support Hindenburg. So they'll be there in 9 days. Hindenburg's going to recover over here. Once I have the lines... Well, actually, no, to be fair, I think it's good to go. I think I can go ahead and actually move the munitions up this turn. And supply as well, perhaps. Not quite full on munitions there. I'm going to go ahead and take these munitions over here. Granted, they're not completely full. At least one of them is, but the others are not. But I'll have that moved up the line. How you doing there, Simon? Good to have you, my man. This music and XTRG reminds me... Oh, yeah, I remember those streams. Those were great. Those were great days. I do need to get on top of that War of the East 2 play by email, don't I? Get on top of that soon enough. Right, I do see a Russian core over here. I'd actually not quite noticed it before. Let me see. Right. I've reinforced these positions so it doesn't come down this way. You're moving in over here. The Falcon Hind Falls is going to remain here for the time being. What I'll do then is have this corps moved up over here to Grodno. This force will move up shortly enough. I'll get that supply when I can, perhaps. It's not the end of the world if I don't get it. I could have them remain in the settlement and they'll obviously recover cohesion. But they don't really put up any kind of fight there, so I'll just have them do as such. Alright. The Romanian army can be pretty good. I mean, we do have a lot of militia, but they have won victories against the Russians over here. I just need to get more men. If I had an actual legitimate army, I'd be able to do a lot more. Same with the Bulgarians, if I had a legitimate army. And I'm just lacking an actual army command. So I'm going to have to rely on the Austrians for that. We will have German Jaegers available next turn. Yeah, well, these ones are a little bit longer, but I think over here, about next turn. Yeah, these will be ready next turn. So there'll be a couple of Jaeger divisions next turn. So we'll be able to make use of those. We did spend our state funds on obviously raising additional divisions. I'm saving the war supply. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do in the future is... you know, I'm also kind of thinking about having these aircraft just move to the coast. Maybe for the time being, until they recover. But yeah, we'll see. I'll have to recover there. But I think what we'll do is probably just invest in new aircraft, perhaps. We'll see. So just replying to the message here. The big thing this turn is that we will be moving 160,000 men to Finland. So that'll bring us up to 140,000. Oh, I tell you what, I did just forget about that core, didn't I? Yes, that core's moving that way. And they're bringing supply munitions. I tell you what. This situation's relatively stable. So what I'll do is I'll move up the munitions from here. I'm going to take that core and have that core moved over this way then. So 11 days they'll be there. Have them retake that supply if they can. That would be ideal. I do need to take this fortress, so we'll do that shortly enough. So the fortress of Lomza will fall in the near future as well. I do have the Austrians over here repairing the rail line, so they need to build up military control here. But once we have the rail line repaired, I do have another way forward there. I do need to deal with these guys, but we'll deal with them soon enough. This needs to recover cohesion. Let's have that moved over there. He's without doubt going to go ahead and just get into my rail lines. So we'll have to deal with that. I hope they can break the rail line. It doesn't actually really much matter there, to be fair. It would help over here to stop reinforcements coming quickly, but there's not all that much that can be done about it. So yes, it is what it is there. So what we'll do then is we'll have the army of Eugene von Osterreich used to open up the front over here against the Tsar. We'll march on Vilnius, and if I can get to Minsk as well, that'd be ideal. And then we'll see what happens. I do feel that I'm going to have maybe Eugene von Osterreich and potentially Konrad von Hotzendorf maybe deployed against Salonika to bring it to an end quickly. We'll see. The Austrian fleet is currently out of commission for the time being, under repairs. It will take some time. Though well, we do have a naval yard over here at Constantinople, so that's handy. Maybe they'll not be as long out there. I do have the Ottoman fleet. I might be able to put a ragtag group together of the Austrians and Ottomans, but we may not need it, to be fair. Let me see. Do you have an active commander here? Might as well make him a core commander. Cavalry is very useful. And I could actually have that cavalry move to Europe. I need to get used to thinking about that, actually. Do I want it moved up there? It may not hurt to have a little bit of cavalry to move deep in. For raids, etc. I don't really need this supply on the coast, do I? Alright, there we are. How you doing there, Wesley? Halfway through 1915 and still no inflation, and the national morale is still above 90. Yeah, I mean, we did have a very good turn the turn before or the turn before that, where we gained quite a lot of national morale, so it was good. I mean, obviously we could have been boosting inflation, but we'll see. I think we're looking pretty good. So this army's going to march over here. Von Leto is going to be recovering cohesion, and the Marines are going to be recovering cohesion here as well. Hopefully they can take on some supply as well. And yeah, we'll push on then towards Helsinki shortly enough, open the way up, and then push on to Helsinki. I do hope that Alex doesn't attack in the west. Every turn he doesn't is really good for us. We're going to have to deal with the British over here, but frankly, I think the British moving through this area are going to suffer. As long as I can hold the positions where we have supply, then I can do something. He can have supply brought in via the sea, but we'll manage. I may abandon the position here at Q8. "91 days is a long time. I think we abandon Q8 now. I was really unimpressed by our forces holding out there, Basra. I mean, it's swampy terrain. They had the entrenchments, they had, like, manpower, and just, yeah. They just didn't do anything, so that's a shame. I think the naval gunfire reduced their capability, really. Could do with some more Ottoman troops, but we'll see about that. Right, that cavalry's retreating. I think I have told them to like try and break the rails, but it's a question of whether they can or not. Same for these guys. I think I'm not going to get that. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is try and get them back out if I can. It's taking them longer now, sadly. I mean, if I can tell them to destroy the rails, then okay. But I'm going to tell them to just try and leave if they can. I do have forces over here, and this force is moving up as well. 8 days they could be there too. So, it's not a very strong force, but it's a force that puts some pressure on him there. The rails are broken here. I do need more men in the east, I must say. Yeah, the Japanese played too terrifying. No, I agree. I do agree. Right. We're due munitions factories in about 2 turns there. Okay. So we'll have munitions factory there at Breslau and another at Vienna. In the same time frame. That's good. Yeah, so that'll help us out with munitions. I'm not that worried about munitions now, but in the future it may become a problem. So, yeah, we'll bear that in mind. So we'll go forward, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I feel like I may want to hold on to that position. It's a difficult one to say, really. If we're pushing back there, it's a little harder for us, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I need to respect that this is like territory. Territory is pretty cheap in a way. It's bought. Well, it's won and lost with the lives of men. men we can bring back and reorganize, but it takes time. The territory's not going to do much beyond that, so we'll just deal with it. Alright, let's go ahead and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, if he does move forward, I do feel that he can win more or less any battle he chooses here on the Western Front, especially with gas. But at the end of the day, we'll see. I'm hoping I can organize a counterattack, or we'll just see how it goes. Frankly, I'm willing to give ground as long as I can move to defensive positions and keep him at bay. We just have to hope that we can make it difficult for the Western Entente, or at least expensive for the Entente. But every turn that the Entente doesn't attack is a godsend, so we'll see. Alright, we're seeing Russians over here. Okay, so it looks like Brusilov's going to be coming to play again soon. Alright, the fortress does finally fall. My god, I cannot believe how long that has been under siege. It's been under siege a stupendously long time. I do hope I get to capture their howitzers. There's an ammo dump here and a magazine, so maybe I can get an infusion of war supply there. But these men had no right to remain that long. Yeah, there's barely any of them. I mean, maybe a couple more turns they would have just surrendered, but it's a couple more turns. We do have a assault on Erevan. Ooh, we don't get it here today. That's a shame. Right, so take about 8,000 losses. See, that doesn't help with us not being activated. So it's a shame. I wanted Erevan today, but we'll get Erevan next turn. We do take out the majority of the defenders here. Pretty light losses, frankly. I think that's because we didn't have a breach, but we should have a breach now. At least they managed to breach it. Yeah, next turn we'll have it. We took out the fortress artillery. Yeah, there's just these forces left. So we don't take it this day, which is a shame, but we take relatively light losses, so I can recover that. We took out the majority of them. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll have it in the future. Alright, so the militia is pushed back by the cavalry. Cavalry is very good against militia. British submarines off the coast of Heligoland. Did they move to the fortress? Or did the fortress just capitulate? Right, so Brusilov over here. 671. Wow, okay. I thought we were about to lose that, actually. Oh, I was going to say, okay, yeah, so they were reinforced there at the last moment, it seems. So 9,000, we do hold them off, okay. That's good. So it's a good thing I kept Conrad on the rail lines, really. So I can have Conrad move back up. Right, 50,000 here. Yeah, we inflict 13,000 casualties there. These are infantry. These are actual infantry. And these are the militia, okay. And he does have artillery, medium artillery here. So we do have Affenberg score a victory there, which is good. So that's going to help to open up. And he's on passive, actually. That's interesting. And that's going to help to open up the Romanian front there. Or at least the Bessarabian front. Right, so he's moving his Serbs over there to engage against the cavalry. We are pushed back out. That's a shame. I don't think we got to break the rail line. Alright, reinforced. Yeah, 10,000 casualties for 23,000 casualties. This is the army of Anton Zaltza, so I just need to destroy them. We'll keep attacking them until they give out, basically. I can't imagine he has much. His cohesion must be dropping to pieces. We see the French again. Yeah, well, I mean, this is 8 artillery. We can replace that. As long as we win the battle, then we can deal with that. It doesn't really tell you what kind of artillery is lost. It's generally like light and things of that nature. Right, he's moving back over here, which is good. It means I can engage with him. Alright. That cavalry's almost gone. There we go. We do score a follow-up victory over here. Yes, that's a lot of casualties over here, but I think that's due to cohesion. Cavalry can be quite deadly if they get in there. But we do actually push into Romania there. So we do push into Bessarabia and take the position here. That's good. That's good. We just need to push down to Kishinev. Or Kishinev, however you want to pronounce it. We made it to that position there as well, so I hope we can cut the rails. We do have the army up over here, and the Tsar is opposing us, so we'll have Eugene von Osterreich and Hindenburg combine forces to push against Vilnius. Right, the army's over here, army's here. Looks like he's moving some forces down this way, but we do have a Bulgarian army massing. And the West has decided not to attack again today. Thank you. Which means that we'll have a couple more divisions on the front line. Jaegers can be sent potentially to the front line if we want them to be sent to the front line. Really, I'd need to have a lot more artillery, just a lot more men in general. I'd need, maybe like a few 100,000 more men. We might have enough. He hasn't actually moved to Valamazel either. Interesting. Yeah, Mata Hari. She's over here still. Right, the Eastern Entente surrendered to us over here. We actually gained some morale from that. That's good. Nice. Okay, so we didn't have to assault, but because we were in assault position, sorry, in assault posture, it meant that we were able to deal with them. So that's good. So we do actually push back this army here. I thought it was led by Brusilov, actually, but Brusilov's still... he's actually moved right now. Alright, so good victory here. Yeah, good victory. Affenberg's army low cohesion here then with this force. But that's the good news there. We've taken control of the rail lines over here. That's good. We've managed to push the Russian cavalry out. He still has this force over here which is attempted to move this way, but I can go ahead and move an army to deal with that. I forgot to move that supply out to the front, or it may not have actually been ready to be moved, but that's okay. Yeah, we've got 1,000 men over here. We've captured the fortress. Well, they just surrendered, so that's good news. Alright. Do we see anything down at Salonika? No, but I've seen ships in Salonika. Interesting. Okay. We do at least have defenses over here, which is useful. No, I appreciate what you're saying there, Wesley. I did move another corps over here, but it's mostly a smaller corps. I do agree that we can move a force over that way. My worry is about this large stack moving in here. I feel like this position is particularly vulnerable because it doesn't have an army command. But I agree, we could have some men moved up this way. We've had additional men arrive, so we can go ahead and do that. Okay, this command is now active. Oh, I thought I was due to have some men arrive, but I might have got confused in the turns there. Alright, we'll have this corps sent up over this way. And I'm not that keen on reinforcing these positions because we are intending to give them. It does mean that there's potential for more disorder, but it's okay. It does make sense to reinforce them. We do have the men, at least. We do have this army in position here to respond to. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Hills is giving us too much time. Yeah, so we didn't take Erevan this day, which is a shame there. I did want Erevan. But I think that's due to the fact that these armies weren't active. Little cavalry arrived there. Did I just had the one army over here. Okay. Nonetheless, we do have the first army good to go, so I will order the assault once again. Okay. But the the fortress artillery over here at Adavan is gone. Yeah, they may even just capitulate this turn, perhaps, but they will fall to a assault this turn. So we've gained 77% control here, almost good enough to say that they couldn't use that again. Alright, we're up to 48 over here. Okay. Our control's looking a little bit more confident here in this region. Not quite the smashing turns that we've had in recent days, but still good. We do have his force up over here. Oh, we managed to break the rail line. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's handy. I could potentially attack into that, but I wouldn't attack with this kind of force. Not with that little men. These lines are broken. The cavalry's heading back over here 9 days. They'll be able to recover there. I'll tell them to enter the structure then when they do arrive, and then they can recover their cohesion. If I can click on the right button, that is. Right, they go in there. Alright, that'd be pretty good then. Yeah, I need to deal with these Russians here. They are proven to be a bit of a pain in the ass. We've recovered the rail line over here, so I can actually make use of that now. Von Kluck's army did have its cohesion reduced. And we've finally taken this, so that's good. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Ah, I was hoping that would gain something from that. No. Did I gain the guns? Oh, I do gain the guns. Excellent. Oh, that's awesome. So there we go. We do gain some Russian heavy guns. Lovely. Those are coming very, very handy. Alright. That's pretty awesome, then. There's still 100,000 men here, but they're still... Well, they are starving. So let's take a look at this, then. We've got the first army over here. 37 here, so it's obviously a little over there. What have I got here? Artillery. Artillery, okay. That's because this is a core as well, of course. I don't know, I think this should be good for us to use nonetheless. We'll make great use of them. I can move over here to the Luco. But that's great, that does finally free up some forces. I may... I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is consolidate over here at Brest. Why is that going to... Oh, because we have to march off the rail. Okay. Well, onto the rail, I should say. Right, we'll have them move to Warsaw then. How you doing there, Benedek? Good to have you. Can you show the casualties after the turn resolution? Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and take a look at casualties now then. Objectives, there we go, F9. So we're 115,000, sorry, 1,115,000? Sorry, yes. 1,156,000, I should say, sorry. 104. The Russians are at 1.5 million losses here, 1,556,564. The Entente there, 327,717. Apologies there, got a little tongue-tied on that one. Victory points are up to 7,855, which is nice. It would have been really good to have got Erevan, but we'll have Erevan next turn. Oh, the Russians are down to 49 morale now. I think had we got Erevan, that would have gone down further, but yeah, they're down. Western Entente morale actually increased by 1, interestingly enough. I wonder how that came about. Right. They're going to head over here. I'm going to tell them to then enter into the structure. Right, Falkenhayn... We're going to have moved up. I don't think I captured that supply back. To be fair, I could have that arm moved up over here, but this isn't going anywhere. I've got full control of the rail line. Or as much as I need, anyway. I'll come back and finish that fortress off in the future. Looks like there's men moving there. It's quite a few divisions over here, actually. I don't think the Tsar's going to be... Oh, he's broken the rail over here, but that does also make it harder for him to escape too. We'll see if our men landed in Finland in a minute as well. Right, what I'm going to go ahead and do then is we'll reinforce the army under von Kluck. And then what we're going to go ahead and do then is have Hindenburg. Hindenburg's army is actually a good size. It's good size. Yeah, 115,000 there. It just needs to recover cohesion. It's not as well equipped as the Austrians over here. Can I give some of that artillery over here? It does come with penalty. We were right on the money there. So in fairness, I could have some of this Austrian heavy artillery sent elsewhere. These are big gun batteries as well. I don't know. Is it worth it? I mean, that there is 210 cannon. That's quite a lot. Yes, I will be doing more gameplay of SGS Stalingrad. So we're doing that soon. I'll be covering a lot of the SGS series, so don't worry about that at all. We'll definitely be covering a lot more of that. Ooh, I just got a message here. My little brother's playing a 40k game, so I'm just going to see how he's doing. So glad he's getting into it again. Yeah, we are. I'm hoping that we'll go ahead and play some World War I Naval as well. Looking forward to receiving Broadside's Empire of Steel. Be fun to play with the Ottomans and the French, actually. That'd be quite good. He actually did express an interest in that. I'm hoping I can get his friends into it too, and that'd be really quite cool. It'd be fun to see if we could do like something like a Jutland, but that could take a while, but it's worth trying, I guess. Maybe Serbia. Let's take a look at the Serbs. Yeah, for the heavy guns, no, I agree. We do have heavy guns down in Serbia. So it's not the end of the world there. Alright, let's see. We're looking at 9 days. I'd be there 9 days, okay. No, you're right, but there's a penalty as well for commanding men of different nations. It's like, it's a reason why... To be fair, I do have some Austrian generals over here that I could send to the... Yeah, I've got 2 Austrian generals over here that I could send to the Eastern Front. That'd be quite handy, in fairness. Right, let's see. I'm not too sure I want to have Hindenburg and Eugene von Osterreich march here. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do then is have Eugene's army moved. Or do I have Hindenburg's? I think we'll do Eugene's, have them move forward. Quite a lot of supply munitions over here that needs to be moved out. So at least the army of Hindenburg's well supplied. But I'm not that well supplied at ammunition. Nor is Eugene von Osterreich's. So ammunition is becoming a little bit harder to get over here at the front. But the good news is if we could get Minsk and actually capture the munitions factory, I don't think it'd work for us. I can't really see a reason why it would work for us, but you know, it's always worth it. But if I could get that and it does actually function for us, it would be pretty excellent to have some ammunition production on the front line there. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it just means we'll be taken away from him. But yeah, what I'll do then is... to be fair, I could even have Hindenburg moved over here and we could make a cross-river march. It depends. Well, I tell you what, I am going to go ahead and actually get Hindenburg marching as well. The reason for that is I do want to have Eugene von Osterreich move to the south as quickly as able, really. Right, we're almost in a position here where the rear lines are not under threat. It's just these bloody recalcitrant Russians. Let me go down the other rail line. Right, there we are. That makes me feel a lot safer. Right, there we are. Right, so the fleet has moved. Oh, that's a shame. They aren't there yet. So we do see the Russians over here with their Baltic fleet. But that's okay. I think we're in a position here. It's a shame, but it's going to take us... I really wanted to be here today. Oh, that's going to cause a problem, though we don't actually have Army Command out here. Well, we'll have to manage that. We'll have to manage that. We can split this into corps and go with it that way. It is a bit of a pain in the ass with the theatres like this. Yeah. Von Hausen's really not a good commander. Well, either way, we'll have them there soon. $27 there. Our supply is a little low. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, lacking the army command there is going to make things more problematic. I don't think he can stop the landings, frankly. I think what we'll do is we'll just go for defend, but remain. I don't think he's going to come out and challenge the High Seas fleet. I mean, we obviously are lacking cruisers, but this is still 16 dreadnoughts here. Battle cruisers and battleships. He could attempt it, but yeah. But in fairness, at this point, let's see. I could actually just make to the port. It does mean it would be another turn for these guys to arrive over here, but it might not be the worst thing in the world. I could build a depot over here then, perhaps. What do you guys think? Should we? I mean, we do have a lot on here. I think it probably would be the safer option to land over here. So I'll let you guys decide, but I'm going to probably go ahead and tell them to cancel landing here and actually just land here. Like, go into the port. And go with that, really. It is interesting to see the Russians out here. I could, in fairness, have... But I need to have a transport defended. And I don't really want to go into an area of mines. Yeah, he has nothing to lose at this point. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Right, we'll cancel that, and then I'm going to have them just land in here. Oh, 5 days to get there. Okay. How can that take 5 days? How strange. Right, doesn't matter. We'll land there, we'll be there in a few days. I doubt he's going to attack, and I want to get those men ashore there. Yeah. Right, so we do have our army over here. Mostly militiamen. Have them move down to the south here. 15 days. The Serbs haven't really recovered their strength. Really. Right, we've got Sarajevo once again. He'd be a better commander, really. Let's take a look. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's see. He's not the best Austrian generals, actually. Alpine Jaeger's pretty useful, though. Not all that useful in clear terrain, though. I think Alex is essentially trying to build up a unstoppable amount of force, and I can understand that. He wants to go for something like a sustained defensive. It is just giving me time to defeat the Russians, though, so it's like... His best time would have been some turns ago when I didn't have the defend... I mean, we've reinforced the Western Front now. What? Alright, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute before we just look at that. I'm gonna let the chat catch up on this one because I'm a little bit. Okay. Why do we have the Dutch? Not that I'm complaining. I just don't know what's going on. Why do we have the Dutch? Did he declare war on the Netherlands? Did he declare war on the Netherlands? Holland has joined the Central Powers and is now at war with the Entente Alliance. Okay. What? Is he going to land in the Netherlands? Is this the plan? I think this is a plan. I think this is a plan. Oh yeah, okay. Well, shit. Like, seriously, did he declare war on the Netherlands? I think he must have declared war on the Netherlands. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. I am a little worried about what that means. Like, seriously, where is it here? Okay. I must have missed it. Oh, by the way, we increased support in the United States and Greece, which is great. So we're up to 66% now. They're up to 68. Italy's still at 37. I'm not seeing anything. He must have declared war on them. Yeah, this is a little worrying now. At least it's not Belgium. Right, this is... I'm not complaining, but it's also immensely worrying. Alright, at least we have a Dutch fleet over here. Right. Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like he's going to bring the British across. Oh god, that's terrifying. I think we send Hindenburg west. Well, that's changed the dynamics of the game, hasn't it? 770. Wow, okay. You know, when I did get the war supply there, I did think... yeah, I could that way spotted it. Because we didn't know. Honestly, if I had not taken a look at that, we would have not known that. I think they should get some mines. I have no control over the mines, but I really hope we do get mines. Because we really need mines. Like, where are the mines? Okay. Well, that's a game changer. And the Dutch East Indies. Let's go ahead and take a look. Right, we do have some ships out here. Not exactly much. It'd be nice to have, though. But I don't think they're going to make it out. I mean, the Japanese are obviously going to make this a little untenable. But at least we do have an actual garrison over here. You know, it doesn't seem to have impacted with the US. Doesn't seem to have impacted with Italy. Wow, we're at 30% over here. That's so crazy. Rebel alignment has really become a problem. What are the Russians at? They're at 26. Ah, only 2%. Okay. Well, shit. Well, I didn't, I'm gonna say I didn't envision that. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that one coming. So, yeah. Alright, I do have some Jaegers available. Yeah. What type of... Well, what kind of artillery can they get? Let's take a look. Yeah, I never saw that coming. Didn't see that coming. I'm not going to complain. Alright, so the Dutch can get medium and light artillery. They can raise some divisions and also raise some morale. Militia, I should say. Yeah, okay, that seems fair. Yeah, no, right. Alright, 30 days. The problem is I can only raise the Dutch infantry here, so that is a bit of a problem there. Right. Okay. We're going to continue in Finland. I think at the end of the day, if we do want to end the war in the east, then we need to bring the Russians down as quickly as we can. A morale blow like that would, I think, bring them down. It doesn't have that much over here, just supply. I may push on forward, but I think I'll wait until I have forces ready to go there. Yeah, Belgium would be extremely worrying. Frankly. Don't get me wrong, it's still worrying right now, but you know. Hang on, does that mean I have anything in Africa? No. No, okay. Interesting. Are there objectives in the Netherlands? I'd assume now. Oh no, there isn't. Okay. Right. And I did talk about expecting something to happen in the north of Germany, but yeah, that kind of takes a biscuit. Alright, leave them to one side. Alright. Yeah, we did want the Netherlands on side, so I'm not unhappy. Let's just take stock of what we've got over here then. I've got a fortress over here that can bombard, which is good. Right. I've got some defenses over here at least. I think we defend Rotterdam. Right, they'll be there in 3 days. I think we can dig into level 5 over here, actually. Yeah, The Hague is probably where it's going to happen. Alright, okay. Right. We'll figure this out. I'd imagine the British probably do have enough to lift. Oh wow, the cavalry made it here too. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, they didn't cut the rail over here, which is a shame. Right, okay. I didn't see that coming, frankly. Right. Yeah, it's a good move. I think it's one of those where it is going to cause us problems, but it also... He's going to have to make it through the Netherlands before he makes it into Germany, so I'm going to have time to respond with force. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Right, we've got the south here too. I just need these rail lines under my command now. Right, let's take control of the rail lines. Right, we've got good control over here now. I don't think he could really spare much over here, could he? Let's move him elsewhere, because he's not doing much over here. Maybe I could make him an army commander again. I shouldn't tell them all my plans. Is that right? If I could form an army, that'd be amazing. Sadly not. How's that only 55? Oh, it's just the artillery, that's why. I'm so used to having infantry now. How many Bulgarians do we have here? So, just shy of 300,000 Bulgarians. Obviously not all equal. And not a single army command to lead. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, the Netherlands could fall. The thing is, Amsterdam has at least defences here. They're level 4 defences. I'm going to move the Dutch fleet out ASAP. That's probably why he's got those ships over there to see where the fleet is. Yeah, it will soon become the Katie of our world, yeah. This is just militia. At least we know what the Dutch have. I'm going to take this supply away. He could even potentially land up over here, to be honest. Yeah, they're not looking great. I could try raising militia, but it's not going to make that much of a difference, I don't think. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is it. It's like I'd hoped that we might have been able to get the Dutch on our own terms. I mean, granted, this is fine. We can manage with this. At the end of the day, this is quite a gain. Whatever remains of the Netherlands is going to become is permanently ours now, which is great. That's additional manpower brought into the war. It's additional resources brought into the war. We'll eventually get the Greeks as well. It's a very, very bold move. I'm still losing fucking aircraft. Jesus Christ. Oh, there we are. Yeah, so again, 26 conscripts there. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it still adds up in the end. I forgot to have this continue on loop. Alright, should we go ahead and just send them a turn? Alright, there we are. Alright, okay. Well, I mean, this is it. I'm trying to think, do we land the forces in Finland? I think probably not at this point now. Oh, now it's 1 day. I knew it'd be bloody 1 day. 5 days would be bullshit. I shouldn't have told him that plan. Right, we'll be back in 6 days. I do have to worry about the Grand Fleet here. Right, as much as I'd rather not do that. Maybe that's the plan we do in 17. I think the Russians are still going to come down, just not as quickly as they could have. Shame. Shame! Just need a couple more successes, we'll get Greece on side too. I don't know, he's got ships over here, so I wonder if he's pulling men out of Salonika or if he's actually reinforcing at Salonika. Interesting. Well, I can use the rail lines over here, which is nice. Yeah, you did the right car. Yeah, I know what you're thinking there with like land in half and... I think, I'd love to engage that, but I'd go into the mines. I think what we have to do here is respond with massive amounts of force, because I can't lighten the defences in the west, and he's counting on that. He's also counting on me to like take forces from the east, which I'm obviously going to do. But I'm going to have to make sure... If anything, I need to get more aggressive in the east. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm thinking, is bring the Dutch and the Germans together. We can't challenge the Grand Fleet one-on-one. Ideally, we get mines here next turn. I hope we get mines. I think there's not mines initially, but we'll see. I'm hoping that we get mines. I do at least have some submarines over here that can do some, like, nothings. No, they're useless. As bad as the situation is, it's not that bad. Men are not ashore yet. If anything, it means that British could be ashore this turn. Oh, wow. That's an amazing thing there, right now. Let's see what I said there. Yeah. What we're going to go ahead and do then is we will reduce forces temporarily in the east for the Germans, but we have been building up the Austrians. I think the Austrians can take up the slack. We do obviously have the Bulgarians and Romanians over here as well. We're due additional Bulgarian manpower shortly. The Ottomans are going to have to continue this campaign. I think we continue this campaign here because this is the point where we can inflict maximum... Well, we can inflict pain on them here. Right, I've got enough control for this rail, so I'm going to move forward over here, try and take control of that rail as well. I need to be in a position where I can just take objectives from him. Let's see, 5 days could be there. Now we've got forces in the garrison, but that might be it. Just supply here. Yeah, we can raise troops from Germany, but there'll be divisions, so it'll take time. We do have Jaeger divisions coming online. Like next turn I'll have a couple more Jaeger divisions. There's a division over here which is actually technically ready today, but it's going to be next turn. We do have... Frankly, this is it. It's like when it comes to just like responding to something like this, just responding with just pure infantry doesn't do that much. Like infantry can be defeated. We need to have like a solid army. Right. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do here then is we send Eugene von Osterreich. You just maintain this position here. We're going to send the Austrians here. We'll have another army sent, of course, but I think it is going to be the Austrians. The reason why I'm saying this is because the Austrians have what I just talked about as lacking. Like, we can raise men. I know I said I'd have to get some German generals out here, but that's not hard. But it's about the artillery. I think the British will come with a decent amount of heavy artillery, but obviously I want to be able to challenge that, so we'll go with that. Now, I'm not going to say that this couldn't get worse by him declaring war on Belgium. That would make things hard for me. But he can't get through Belgium immediately. I love the fact that we now have to consider this as a possibility. Could I just have an actual army command, please? He's not a particularly spectacular commander, is he? I need to get across to Nish, how do you want to pronounce that? I don't know, actually. And if they did swing the US away from them, that would be nice, but it wouldn't feel too great in the short term. Where'd all that supply go? Oh, there it is. Of course, there it is. Right. Okay. Oh, you can be a corps commander now? Awesome. It's not ideal. I don't want to go ahead and attack across that. I mean, I technically could, but it's just... I want to be on that position. I just don't like the fact we don't have an army command. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, tell you what we do. Oh, he's leading it, that's the problem. Yeah. He's not a great commander though, that's the problem here. Right, our forces are here. Don't really know anything about that. Right, cavalry's moving out there. I mean, maybe I do have them launch an attack then. 10 days. In fact, I'm just gonna see what we can do there. If I can move across, I'm happy enough with that. Yeah. Well, this is what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and deal with Serbia as quickly as we can here. I'm also trying to make sure I can take control of these rail lines in case we see a French army hit at Salonika, which is apparently there. Right. Very interesting. Gotta use gas here to ensure that succeeds. How you doing there, Luba? Yeah, Belgium ship escape with all around it, yeah. That's New Chances holding out. Have divisions here ready in a few turns. Potentially Rijkaard. The issue is if he moves that many men away from here, it's not the quite same. It's not quite the same as being pinned. "13 days, okay. At least I can get some Austrians there. Yeah, I know, right? How's Belgium feel about this? They're cool. They're chill. At least I do get an agricultural aid, so that's not bad. We are, to be fair, the Netherlands is quite rich. I mean, when we gave up the Austrian concession, I mean, if I didn't have to give up the Austrians, we'd be gained well, Austrian territory. We would have been gained in like maybe 800-900 or something now. We're back up to 770, so that's okay. We're almost at level 3 artillery actually, so bear that in mind. We'll soon have improved artillery. Is that just a general? It could be. Right, these men just need to recover cohesion. Hmm. Yes, you can kind of invest in research, but it seems like there's a chance each turn that you can gain like a tick of like 10%. Is anybody researching tanks yet? Of course Alex is going for tanks. Of course they're going for tanks. I knew they... Oh, we're all just... Oh, okay, never mind. None of us have gone for tanks. I'm talking shit. Alright. Yeah. I'd imagine so. Oh, we do have a garrison here, that's good. Right. I'm gonna need a commander. To be honest, I need to break the rail lines around here. I don't know. Problem is I can only raise forces here, but Rotterdam's going to be gone soon. As much as I would prefer not to do this, I think we get what men we can over here now. Just to get some men on the shore. I really would have preferred to have had them go down to Serbia. I tell you what, actually, it's not going to do me any good if they're not commanded properly. So these men, I'm thinking about, because I'm taking men away from the Western Front here, and I think, I don't know, I am thinking about, no, I think we do have these head to Serbia. I need a general to go down with them. But in fairness, I think what I'll do is, let's see. Right. I'm going to leave a call here to defend, but... problem with Serbia is they'll just not capitulate. Well, this is why I'm thinking about not sending the Jones, because I don't have a German general there. We can get forces moving there, but I'm also thinking that I need more forces on the Eastern Front if I'm taking stuff. That's the problem. They'll be there in 30-odd days. We'll see how the situation develops, really. At least in 13 days, a force can be at Rotterdam, which is not insubstantial, but yeah, we'll see. I'd love to use the Dutch to intercept, but I think the Grand Fleet would just rip them to pieces. So I think as much as it would feel good, it's not probably worth it. Yeah. I've got engagement points, so I could raise German generals if I wanted to. I just don't think it's going to do me all that good right now. It wouldn't hurt to save up engagement points, in fairness. I'm going to continue to try and keep the US out of the war. That'd be the last thing I need. The Italians are thankfully... To be fair, I mean, this is a situation... it's going to become wild, isn't it? It's going to become wild. Right. Okay. Redeployment cancelled. I think we need to, and I'd love to actually go ahead and attack across here, to be honest, if I could. I think what we have to bear in mind is how long is it going to take for help to realistically arrive. I'm going to have a German army moving out there. Let's take a look. Let's think about this. Eight days here. Let's say 11 days. Okay. What we're going to go ahead and do is, sadly, the invasion of Finland is not cancelled. It is just, there's a sojourn out here. Pain in my ass. Well, let's see. Pull back for now. What I'm thinking is, it's like, if I relent and give the Russians room to breathe, what do I gain? In fact, I'm not going to use chlorine here. Never mind, I'm going to use chlorine here. I can't seem to click it to cancel it. Oh, there we go, got it, nice. Yeah. What I'm thinking is, let's see, I'm even tempted to attack over here, actually. I could use chlorine gas. It's into moors, though, which is not great. But I'm thinking if I can score, like, national morale victories. And this is not an objective, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay. Of course, there's fucking cavalry. I legitimately have immense hatred for the Russian cavalry. Right, what we're going to do then is, I'm not going to take armies on for the Eastern Front. I think that's a gut reaction, and I think at the end of the day, that's what, 2 turns or so where there's not an army on the Eastern Front. It's also not on the Western Front, it's just in limbo. We're going to have the High Seas Fleet carry an army down here. I've got to be mindful of the rail lines actually, because there's not a connection here. So let me see. Kiel's safe. 12 days to Bremen. This army needs to recover cohesion as well. So we'll go for Kiel. 8 days. And that's going to put an army close, just as close as it would be if it'd come from the Eastern Front. I've got an Austrian Corps moving up over here. Yeah, it's not enough. It's something though. I will take the Jaegers because I can at least have the Jaegers. I tell you what. This is not exactly where the Jaegers are meant to be fighting. I need a general. Yeah, they did. They did. Started. Welcome to the war bunker. Okay. Indeed, an excellent development. I don't think I gain anything there, do I? Okay. I really wanted to have those guys headed to Serbia, but we'll have them head over there temporarily, along with a few divisions. Yeah, I mean, this is it. We'll see. He could land up over here, but at least we do have defenses there. Yeah. This is it. Granted, I am moving forces from the border there. Not that many, really. I'm moving 2 corps, which, okay, it's a lot of men, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not moving an entire army. We'll hold it. And we'll see how things develop. Right, the heavy artillery is finished, thankfully. I can't even see the position. 19 days is fine. Just have them move over to that position then. I repaired the rail line today. Ultimately, I think we'll be fine. I think obviously it's going to be a little bit of a interesting course for us in the future, but I think we can manage. I think the gravest thing we could do would be to panic. But I do believe that I need to, if anything, press the offensive harder against the Russians. They sell out sorted from structure for attack, but what they're going to go ahead and do is just regain cohesion here. Right. Hmm. "15 days, we'll have a couple 100,000 men ready. Well, 100-odd thousand men ready." He doesn't have a general there, so I guess we will try it. Yeah, it does look like the majority of the Serbians are in the north there. Yeah, yeah. It's just a problem with the Bulgarians not being in a single army command. That's the problem. I'm taking control of the rail lines over here so I can deny it to the Entente. Make use of them myself. I'm moving over this way so I can seize this. Yeah, we'll seize this, and then I'm going to move out to take the position here. I'll tell you what I can go ahead and do is maybe even just have that. That's 31 days. They'll probably starve though, so it's probably not worth it. The text that I told, I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about having them taken away. The worry that I have regarding Anatolia is, if he was to land, I don't want to make it easy for him. I don't think it's a huge cost to have the coast relatively defended. Let's be real, it's not likely that the Russians are going to launch anything, is it? Yeah, it's essentially like, I don't want to give up a defense. Excuse me. I'm not too sure. I think it is in the game. That is a good question. No, they don't. I agree, nostalgic. What I'm going to say is, once we've got the Caucasus really under wraps, then we can do more. Ah, that's still 11 days, okay. Ah, a little bit of militia here, excellent. Oh, so spawn over here at Hijaz then, okay. Wouldn't hurt to reinforce that position as well then in the future. Let's take an Arabic division then. 2 if I've got them. Yeah, I'll send a second Arabic division then. Good job you mentioned that, actually. So I'll send 2 Arabic divisions down there to reinforce this general. Right, so in terms of response then, let's think. Well, the good news is I don't need to spend diplomats over here on Holland, so that's not bad. The Greeks are not that far away from us, so that's okay. Oh, so I can recruit troops over here at Amsterdam as well, then okay, at least that's something. 60 days though, it's a long time. I'd rather recruit German troops, I believe. The Dutch are not that great. At least their commanders are not that great. Right, what I'm going to do is... we're going to choose to defend where we can defend. So we'll concentrate our defenses along here, I think. Which is not exactly going to be ideal. I'm going to have the rails broken at Rotterdam. There are men in Indonesia, but just, yeah, they'll not make it out here. Hey, Dynamo Monkey, good to have you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Right, what we're going to go ahead and do then is... I've got the militia here. I don't think it landed Amsterdam, but who knows. Yeah! Mocha's like, what the fuck? What? I do worry about him landing over here, honestly, but we'll see. Yeah, raising a militia unit there for now. Yeah, there's only two options. Yeah, Friesland does indeed have a fortress over here. It's a question of... and there's also the mines in here, which is at least something. Right, so I'd say this is a measured response then. Yep. Yep. We're in that world now. Yeah, you mean alternate reality, the other alternative reality. Yeah. Still recovering over here. Right, let's see. I need to get to Minsk. Which objectives do I have on the front lines? Right, over here, okay. Well, the good news is we keep saving up war supplies, so that's good. If I need to replace troops, I can. I just need state funds. So the mass mobilization has been continuing for some time now. He may seek battle. It is a shame that we can't really continue over here in the same way. But I can have one letter move there. Fucking cavalry is a pain in my ass. 20 days. He could move rail there, though, that's a problem. Right, move there. Enter the structure. They also enter structure. Build cohesion, and we'll see what we can do here. Shame my cruisers are out. For some time. Well, we'll have additional force. I mean, this is it, at the end of the day. If I don't take anything off the front here, that is a good sign. I'd really love to attack there. Really would love to. I think what we're going to go ahead and do here then is I'm going to give him a taste. Oh fuck, I can't use it there. Ah, I want to use gas. Let me use gas. Why can't I use gas there? Boo. Not that it makes that much of a difference, I guess. Oh, I guess no gas usage. Or do we use it on the Tsar? I don't know. It might not hurt, but I don't know if I'll be able to catch him. 18 days. Damn it. These cars are moving up behind. 7 days. Alright, what I'm going to do is... we're going to have the army here send the offensive. I'm going to have Hindenburg attempt to carry the day across here. I think if this goes well, fuck, I'll just use a gas on the Tsar. Though it does cost me point national morale and 50 war supply. It's worth it, I guess. I'm just thinking in case he does something sneaky, at least I've got gas usage there. I'll repair the rail lines obviously next turn. But I'm thinking what we'll do here then is we take this opportunity of where... I think from Plummer's point of view, he's going to be like, oh, okay, good, okay, that means that forces are going to be heading away. He's going to see that the... well, to be honest, this is it. At the end of the day, what he sees now is not going to be what he sees next turn. But I think what we do is we go with the assumption that Plummer is going to be like, okay, there's relief. There's relief coming. There is no relief. And in fact, we continue the... We continue the offensive. I think the more I can put the Russians into the ground now, the better, because I need to make use of these men. Yeah, gas is best used on the largest armies. No, I agree. I agree. I'd love to have used gas to the north, but I think that's what we do. Rebel alignment's a bit of a pain in the ass. See, that would push them back 8%, so I'd have to think about that, but we'll see. 2%. 2 engagement points and 50. I could raise some generals, actually, in fairness. Oh, I don't, because I don't have generals, okay. I don't have the funds there. Alright. Ooh, I tell you what, though. I was thinking, can I get Dutch guns now? Shame. I honestly don't know if this actually works. The Dutch do have 2 forts over here. Well, not really a fort at Amsterdam, but they do have defences at Amsterdam. They have guns over here. So at least there is defences over here that would fire upon the ships. It wouldn't make that much of a difference, really. But that's why I'm going to choose to defend this part. There is rivers here, so I can use that. If I could get here, that'd be nice. What I wanted to do is get a militia unit over here and cut the rail line. Maybe I could get to The Hague and do the same, but I don't think it really matters once they get there. That's a good question there, Null. Is it more important to cause them casualties or gain objectives? I think we have to do both. I think I need to gain room here to move on Minsk to gain another objective. And we're launching the assault at Erevan again, so hopefully that will drive their morale down further. We're in a position where I can begin to move upon like Tbilisi. And to be fair, what I'm going to go ahead and do is get that army moving up there. Have them move across, and then the following turn they can be moving up this way then. Oh, interesting. I believe that major objectives lower morale and normal objectives lower alignment. That's really good to know, actually. We'll have to see about that. Alright. Right, we'll go with that. So let's take a look at things then. The Entente is at 88 morale. The Eastern Entente is at 49. Defeat level is at 5. I don't think we're going to have the Russians knocked out as quickly as we'd like, but I think we can deal a hefty blow against them. I'm hoping to get to the point of where I can keep the Russians subdued. It's going to take work. I'm going to reform the army of Von Kluck over here. Von Kluck, I should say. Yeah, the more you take, the weaker their economy as well, I agree. Yeah, I mean, that's also true, isn't it? It's like, for example, taking Minsk away takes away some of their income. Yeah, we'll go with that then. Some of you may not agree about the strategy chosen here, but we will have an army moving. It's just going to take time to get there. So Erevan's a size 6 city with a depot there, which is good. But again, taking Erevan's going to hopefully lower their morale. If I get to Tbilisi, that's another size 6 city. If I could just take the Caucasus away, then again, this problem becomes just larger and larger. It's going to take time for me to move beyond this point. So I think really what I probably want to go ahead and do is just look for where I can cause him pain. Like, Baku is an objective there, but I think it'd take a... I don't think I can really get to Baku. I'd have to go this way and march across. So it's not likely I'm going to take Baku. I think really what I'm going to do is try to secure Batum, Tbilisi, and secure this area and just have armies in the passes or something. Or even then, I don't know. I think just cause them, we just withdraw the Ottoman army, have them moved elsewhere. I could have the Ottomans move to Europe if needs be. I do think we have manpower. It's just going to take some time to organise it. The Russians are obviously... I mean, there's Russians behind the lines here. There's like 100,000 Russians behind the lines here. I need them to eventually just starve to death. That'd be ideal. I will have to keep fighting them, but I can move around and deal with it. Oops, I wish it was like that. Oh, I've done it again. Right, I can use this rail line as well now. Oh, it should be able to. Soon enough, anyway. I should just keep them there, then. Yeah, so we'll have an army ready. Well, this corps will be ready to move out soon. I do wonder what happens over here at Salonika. I need to get to about 25% so then I can use the rail line. But I'm going to deny it to him. We'll see. Oh, I didn't know that. Once Russian morale goes below 40, they start getting the possibility of mutiny. I didn't know about that. Can you point to a page on the manual where that is there, Nostalgic? Because that'd be great to know, actually. We'll see. At the end of the day, the British still have to come ashore. Amphibious landings are obviously the most... Well, I mean, this is it. I mean, it's 1915. The British are like, you know what, we need to Gallipoli, but we're not going to have Gallipoli. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to The Hague. At least it's a short range landing, my god. But he can also keep that supported. But we'll see. At the end of the day, if I lock that down with forces, it is going to cost me men. It's costing me men, but at the end of the day, well, it's not costing me men. I mean, technically, it's an army coming from the Eastern Front, but I can manage. I just cannot allow the Russians to recover, not even for a minute. So if anything, if I can keep landing blows against the Russians and keep that going, that's what we need. Right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is I'm going to call this to a close here, ladies and gents. I hope you guys have genuinely enjoyed it. It's not what I expected, but I think it's been a very interesting series so far, actually. The mutinies aren't in the manual, but Austria, Germany, France and Russia all have the event. Interesting. Let's take a look at that. Oh, yes, I see. Maybe I play the Ball War if I can afford it, actually. So I guess I don't see it. Oh, I see. So, automatic check each, yes. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. So, automatic check each turn. National morale must be equal to or lower than 40, and rebel alignment in Austria-Hungary must pass 3 consecutive checks. Oh, so this is the thing, isn't it? So, Austrian light cavalry military units on the Western Front will become fixed with... Wow, okay. Jeez. So that could bring... Yeah, I think that's what we try to do then. Okay. So that's an excellent point there. So Nostalgic really has brought us hope there. So the name of the game is we bring the Russians down to 40 and below 40. If I can cause them to mutiny, that will paralyze the Russians. If I can paralyze the Russians in that way, then we're free to go. I think we just go ahead and throw force then either at the Russians or just throw force at the West and carry on. The good news is that we have had hundreds of thousands of men being raised now. I don't know how many numbers we're at, but we'll see. If he chooses to attack on the Western Front, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Russia's is the same. Excellent. Alright. Well, it's going to be a hell of a turn next turn. If I was so bold, I'd bring the Germans in directly, but again, I don't want to take a risk. We'll have them land at Kiel, and then they can take their men down there. The good news is, like, I'll have that super heavy artillery. If I get the opportunity, I will send additional forces, but we're going to continue to raise forces, so we'll do that. I swear to God, there was something I was going to do. I guess I can grant concessions. It only costs me engagement points. Oh, no, actually, I tell you what, that's it. I was thinking about the ball wall, wasn't I? Oh, yeah, let's go for the ball wall, then. It's just 50... Sorry, it's just 5 engagement points, but I can go ahead and do that, then. So I'll play the ball wall over here, then. At least that's something of a diversion. It's not really much, is it? But at least it's something. So we'll go with that. I'm going to reorganize the Austrians over here. But for you guys, this is the end of the road. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you for watching. And let's see what happens. Ideally, things go astray for the British, but we'll see. If I can get... We're going to get... Let's take a look. We're going to get... We're going to have an Austrian corps here. We're going to have some German forces here. A German corps as well, actually, I should say. Yeah. What does the Blitz symbol on the Luxembourg flag mean? It means capital lost. The Harry Potter signal, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, it means the capital lost. Like, Luxembourg is occupied by the Central Powers, but they're not in the war, thank God. But they are under my control. And interesting enough, supply does move through there, which is handy. I don't know if I can move there. No, I can't move there. Okay. Right, we'll batten down the hatches and raise men. And then eventually I will build an ungodly amount of artillery as well. But we'll see. We are due many Jaeger divisions next turn as well. So if we take a quick look here before we do finish up. So that's 5 Jaeger divisions, another German infantry division, maybe another 2 German infantry divisions there. And, yeah. Alright. No problemo. Yeah, so we'll have a couple divisions being raised in Germany for next turn, which is good news. At least that's, yeah, imagine being occupied. Yeah, at least that's good timing for men. We'll have an army coming in, that should be here. So in about 2 turns, we'll have an army here. He has a turn there, but we'll have forces to resist him. He may go for an attack in the west, but the thing is, yeah, we are taking maybe... We might be taking 100,000 men. It depends on how big those corps are. I'm gonna go with about 100,000 men, which, okay, that's a lot of men. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like I wouldn't be surprised if the French didn't have like 1 million men here. Maybe he goes for an invasion of Belgium as well. We'll see. If he goes for an invasion of Belgium, my God, things get spicy. But we'll see. I think we'd be pushed back, but I think eventually we'd manage to hold somewhere. But we'll see about that. I am moving militia divisions here to begin digging in, for what it's worth. Yeah, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, if he invades Belgium, and we have those forces then pushed into Germany. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think the Bulgarians can do a good job over here. I'm hoping that they manage this. There's not that many men over here. And look, looks like some of them reserve divisions, and there's a mounted division here. I don't think they're led, so they shouldn't be able to manage there. Can you get the whole of Sweden? You could get Sweden into the war if you wanted. Takes time though. Right, until next time, thanks for watching guys.